Hi, welcome back to the neural network tutorial part 3. I was originally planning to implement batch processing in the part 3 of this tutorial. However, while working on the code, I realized that there might be some topics that we can look into before we go further. Namely, we could slightly improve the code, and also we could look into more training examples to see how our network performs. In the description of the video you can find the link to the GitHub repository where you can find the code that was written in the part 2 in case you don't have the code from the part 2 anymore. In our main class there are some parts of the code that are repeating and the parts of the code that are calculating outputs and printing the results. We are going to calculate and print a lot of results. Therefore, it makes sense for us to have a private method that will do this repeating part of the code. Therefore, I created this method, calculate and print results. This method will calculate outputs for the given input parameters, and also it will print out input parameters and resulting values with the comma separated values. Just a note, I'm using Java streams in this method. So you have to have at least Java 8 to be able to write this code. Let's replace the repeating parts of the code. As always, if I'm going too fast, just pause the video and write down the code. Let's run the code again. It doesn't look ideal yet, so we will make a couple of more changes. Run again, and it looks much better now. Some of the results show too many numbers after the decimal point. That's something we could improve. For that I will use Java's helper class called decimal format. It will just format the number to the way we want it to look like. So in this case we will only allow 4 numbers after this decimal point. Let's apply the formatting to the resulting values. Run again, and it looks much better, I think. Now I would like to talk about more training examples. So far we were working with a very simple network, 2 inputs and 2 outputs. What I would like to do now is to create a more sophisticated example. So we will have 2 inputs and 3 outputs and 3 sets of expectations. So if we provide 1 and 0, then we expect that T2 is 1, others are 0. If we provide 0 and 1, then we expect T1 to be 1, the others 0. If we have 1, 1, then we expect T3 to be 1. In that case, our neural network will look like something like this. And for the sake of demonstration, I will leave hidden layer with only 2 neurons. Let's update our code. So all we have to do is just change the output count to 3. Then let's calculate the values before training. So we have 1, 0, 0, 1, and 1, 1. Now we have to update our training approach because we have now 3 sets of expectations. And they will look as follows. Now our expected values are each 3 values. Finally, let's print out the results after training. Let's run the program. And it doesn't look ideal, especially the results of input parameter 1, 1. We wanted the result to be 0, 0, 1 for input 1, 1, but it's clearly not. And expectation number 3 is also incorrect for the first 2 results. We can try to solve this issue by increasing number of iterations. Let's see what happens. There might be some improvements, but clearly it's not improving for the third result. Let's check our network again. We have only 2 hidden layer neurons, but our training set is a little bit more complex than that. Therefore, we could try to increase number of hidden layers so our neural network has more ways to calculate values. We can easily increase number of hidden layers just by increasing here and run the program again. And as we see, results are much better. So increasing the hidden neuron count improved our neural network for this task. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any definite heuristics or methods how to set up neural network. So it mostly needs to be done by testing yourselves and looking into the behavior of the network. In the future videos, I would like to expand more on different kinds of tasks, more useful tasks, let's say, and also maybe improve the code to be able to process trainings in batches. Thank you and see you in the part 4. Bye.